What up, this is Soso with Detour ENT here at Focus TV Studios. We're back with another episode.
10 of them.
Right, number 10. And we have a special guest with us today, Dash Jordan, aka Hoffa. How you doing?
I'm blessed.
You blessed, all right,
Great.
all right. I appreciate you coming out.
I appreciate y'all having me, for sure.
Definitely. So I wasn't, hip to your music like prior to this, unfortunately, but after hearing it, I have to say, like, I really do like your sound.
Appreciate it.
It's a different type of sound, especially here in Detroit. It's kind of like that 2010 and before, type sound, like real soulful, real like real music. You know what I'm saying? Telling a story type thing and stuff. So for our listeners that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then also where you got the name Hoffa from, because it's a little bit unique.
Yeah, Dash Jordan from the east side of Detroit. I'm a Rain, 48224, you know what I'm saying? Hoffa came from my cousin Big Juan. He gave me that when I was like 16. I'm a hustler, so if it's like candy or whatever, I'm selling it, stuff like that. And it's like a boss name, like moving silence type vibe. So it just stuck with me to this day. So Hoffa, man. So you might hear that a lot on my records. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. And I know that you had mentioned before, because I see a lot like on your Instagram. You talk about like Tone and them. So is he related to you in any way?
Yes, that's my big brother. Tone, shout out to bro. It's my big bro. One of the reasons why I do this, I look up to him in a lot of aspects. You know what I'm saying? That's big bro.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Because I see that you said too that you've opened up for him in a lot of shows. And you've done like some summer jams with him and everything.
Hype
like
man.
that.
I was bro hype man. I was his spliff, like Buster got spliff star. I was his spliff. So like 10 summer jams straight. Did shows with T.I., Pontiac, State Fair. I can keep going on out of town, just being around him when he signed to Jazzy back in 05, just being around, seeing everything.
Right.
I was there for everything. So a lot of experience. That's what I know a lot in this game. So you know what I mean.
So is that kind of like how you got started, like just being a hype man for him, or was
honestly,
it before that too?
Before that, Uncle Mike, shout out to Mike Ski. Uncle Mike was he from Grand Mac. He used to rap the group called 94 East. And we started under him. We just used to go to his shows, watch him, you know what I'm saying? Then Uncle Mike used to write a verse for Tone there. Once Tone started writing his own, that's when I came in and started doing that. So it's like in the blood, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
32.
32, okay.
32.
But like I said, like your sound is kind of like that, old school type sound, and for you to be 32 and you kind of got that vibe in you and stuff like that,
It's wisdom.
It's
much needed. Much needed.
Like I do a lot of reading too. I'm very book smart and street smart, so it's like I just put two and two together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Give them that feel, whatever.
So you had said that in Detroit there's two different sounds. There's the like the battlers, like the rap battle ones, and then there's like the what is it called? Like the street rappers. Street. So where would you put yourself into? What category would you put yourself into?
Both. Like honestly,
all right.
My pen game crazy. I can really go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from the streets. You know what I'm saying? We from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't in the streets, you from it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? And I love both. I love it. I just love my sound. You know what I'm saying? I want that. I want to make that like Jay Dilla and them. They had that lane. And I just want to just bring it back, you know what I'm saying? Just to bring it back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the bars never go anywhere.
Yeah, the bars ain't going never.
The bars never. And then, like I said, you don't have to be an active street person. The streets is, if you're from Detroit, you're from the streets.
Either you're around
it. Like I said, I like the way that you put it together in the way that it's like explanations. Like when some people are just saying let me slow it down for y'all. Let y'all explain exactly what's going on and what's happening.
Not to cut you off, like people that say like they used to sell drugs, like they don't already tell them why you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Tell them,
give the background
tell them don't do it
right.
like, because son, they might listen. Oh, I'm about to go beat this bag off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put them details in. There you go. Yeah, that part. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna let you know. Yeah. It might be some good times. But
but I'm gonna tell you what. You know, why not? You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. You feel me?
I don't want you to make the the same mistake or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So have you ever been critiqued, you know what I mean, for that sound that you have or anything like that? You know, especially because like in Detroit was more popular, more mainstream and more recognized is that kind of like street sound, you know, in particular.
I just stick to what I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just stick to me. And it's this group out of Buffalo, New York, Griselda, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And like I'm looking like, dang, they sound is like, but they out there, like they stick to their lane. You feel me? Like they out there, they sound a Rock Nation. I was like, I'm like, okay, fuck that. I'm about to stick to my shit. It's work. It's still out here, so I'm gonna just stick to me. You know what I'm saying? But I can switch over though. You feel me? I can. But you know, it's like that just grew my fan base. When they hear Dash, when they hear that soulful, that's Dash. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just stick to what I know.
So I seen too that you and your brother created a new label called I think it was GMG Gold Mine Music Group.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that. You know, why did you guys create that label?
All right. In the beginning though, it was we was in a group called New School. We shout out to my brothers. We still to this day. We were signed to Wide Open Management, Red and Doc, RP Doc. They was that was BG management as well. And we had, before that we had a label called DBF, you know what I'm saying? Which is you know what I'm saying? Yeah, DBF, you know what I mean? But like around that time we was getting into a lot of stuff. So we had to reinvent ourselves and everything. But now GMG, like we more business minded. We into real estate, now we got restaurants and stuff. So GMG mean, you know, Gold Mine Music Group. Right. Like everything we touch gonna be a Gold Mine. So GMG, yep.
And then you just mentioned the restaurant, so tell us a little about the restaurant that you guys got too.
Tony Island, yo. You know what I'm saying? Tony Island. You know, it's like not your typical Coney. You know, we got lamb chops, you know, mac and cheese.
From strip club, right?
Yeah, everything. We've been talking about that since we was kids though. Like for real, it's crazy. I still can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's good, because like I said, if you're from Detroit, especially the East Side, you patronize Coney Island. And you know. You may see black people working there. You may see black people cleaning the parking lot. You know it's gonna be an auntie to make you feel like you're the most loved person in the earth.
Right.
But you don't see them owning it.
You know.
Owning it in their community.
Like
I
that's
said, that's why I said that's
a
major thing.
Man, we bring them black dollars back in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Circulate the black dollar.
That part, you know. I ain't gonna lie, like when I go in there, I'm like one of the head managers there. And every time I just go in there, I just turn the kids' light on. Like, man, it's crazy. We got
it's yours, right?
Like you know, you feel me? Like, shoot, man.
Do y'all have the aunties that say baby sugar?
Oh yeah, shout out to Cynthia. She dishwasher. Shout out to Cynthia. Yeah.
You gotta, like I said, that's what makes us authentic. The auntie gotta make you feel like the most loved person on earth. Okay, that'll be $26, baby, sweetie. I love you. I'm gonna rub your feet when you get there.
Shout out to Cynthia and Yolanda. Yup. Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So how has the support been? You know what I mean, with the
support is 100. I mean, anything you do, from selling clothes, from music, you gonna get the love and hate. That come with it, you know what I'm saying? Everything not perfect, but the love just over what I'm looking for.
It trumps the hate.
Yeah, you feel me? So the love is great. Like the line's always long. You know what I mean? It's a blessing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I smile every day. Like it's a blessing. You feel me? So.
And I know it, you know, it's a learning curve too, because you know it's something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like owning something like that, so you kind of learn as you go as well.
As we go, we just create our own blueprint as we go. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot since we've been open for 3 months now.
Right.
And one of our head cooks, he said, "Y'all open for 3 months. It's just a wrap. Like it's restaurants that won't be over that long."
Right.
You
You made it.
Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying. So we just learning, which is you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's a blessing. I can't even. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Basically, we breaking the generation first. You know what I'm saying? Like for our kids and their kids, that's the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it's best when little black kids or little kids from the neighborhood can look up and see people.
Yeah.
Okay, well I can do it.
Yeah.
And I like to say, this is something to do. We're not gonna run across 8 Mile. We're not gonna run everywhere to open no business like that. You seeing somebody that you'll see every day in your community, and they doing something positive in your community. So
another thing with like I really don't watch TV a lot. I watch like a lot of documentaries and interviews. I used to just study before people got here. I used to study Nip a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought the stuff back in the hood, just study him and his brother. You know what I'm saying? I told Tone, like, we the new Nip and Black Sam right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, anybody can do it. We just got to show them. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. So, where is it located at, the actual restaurant?
13,000 East Warren and Dickerson, right in the corner.
Okay.
The heart of the East side.
Right.
Channel Park, the projects, everything right there. You know what I'm saying? Everything right there. And the love been crazy. And the projects, we got a special, we got like a entree on there, 4 for 4 project meal. You get 2 sliders, a fry, and a drink for $4.24. So it's like a 4 for 4 project meal.
Right.
And the projects love it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bet they do.
You know what I'm saying? They right across the street too. So like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the love been great for real.
Okay.
Love been great.
So if you haven't already checked out that restaurant, Tony Island, make sure y'all go check that out.
Come on.
Get Tony meal one time.
Yeah. Shout out to my auntie Tan. She got the secret season wings too. Them good.
You gonna let us know what's in that sauce
Right,
in that burger? This is what the inquiring East Side minds want to know. We get into the real questions now. What the fuck is in the sauce?
I don't know. You know what's so crazy? This is a true story. Old cat like, man, I don't know what the fuck y'all got, but give me another one. Like, but it's a blessing, man. That's all I can say, man.
So he's not gonna tell
I can't do it, man. I can't even say it.
But go get it.
Right.
Double the sauce.
Yeah.
So let's get back into, the labels. I think a lot of people, may want to know, like, how do you create something like that? Or, like, what does it entail, like, creating a label and then signing artists and everything like that? So, first, what is your position in the label?
My position, I'm my brother right hand. So, basically, under the label is basically family. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin Yak, basically new school. It's like we haven't signed anybody yet, so it's just basically the same group of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we just changed the rebrand. You know what I'm saying? By us being much older, but everybody is their own boss over there. Okay. So if I got an idea, put it on the table. But if you don't like my idea, tell me. Ain't no yes man on the team. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that around the table. So everybody play their position. So everybody bosses. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So what does they said that the label is, just a collective of you guys kind of rebranding yourself and everything like that. But what does it represent? Or what did your old label represent?
Now, like the old label, like we was young, like we was still fresh off the porch. Like when Tone signed with Jazzy, we was young. We fresh off the porch. Oh, Tone said we couldn't tell us nothing. We blew through money. We went to the Zubar days, Plan B. We was going crazy. Like
you gotta look in there.
Hey, if y'all was there, y'all know. But we used to go crazy. Like we was, you know what I'm saying, fights, of course. Like just a young cats get into it, But like now it's like we got clothing lines.
Right.
We got restaurants, real estate. What else? Fathers. Fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Basically creating something that's more sustainable.
Yeah. So like we grown men now. You feel me? So that's the difference for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know that you said you had mentioned that you were under a label with BG, and I know that you had mentioned to me that you also had wrote a hook for him too.
Free BG, man. Free my guy. It's so crazy because like he was had the same management as us, and we stayed. We had moved from Wayburn. We moved to Knob in the Woods in Southfield, and BG stayed there too. So we all stayed in an apartment or whatever. And we used to go to the studio in Southfield. Shout out to Prevail too. He got Collective Studios right now. He got a studio in Southfield. We was just there every day. And I just wrote a song. It was like called it's called Weed and Drinking. Whatever. I think it's called Weed and Drinking. I wrote the song. The next day, Red called Tone, like, Tone, tell BG like that hook. You know what I'm saying? So Tone, like, okay, he said BG like the hook. He like, what you want to charge? Like, what? That's BG. I ain't charge that nigga nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up off the Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have it, you know what I'm saying? So 2 days later, I go to the studio, he played it. It just felt good for him just to hear him on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga really rapping my shit.
Right.
He ain't never put the song out, though, because he kept getting back and forth in jail, you know what I mean? But he, shit, it's in the vault though for sure, man.
Do you remember what the hook was or some words to it or anything like that?
Like, where the weed at? I got the swishing, man. Yeah, I need that. Drink got me leaning like a kickstand. And like that's what he was on. He was on that shit. So heavy, you know what I mean? And like that, I'm like, damn, I got BG. We used to wear the jabos, the white tees. We used to think we was Cash Money. So that was like, yo, You know what I mean? I was crazy. So free BG, man.
Yeah.
It won't be long.
Man.
Right. So I want to get into a little bit more of like your music and everything like that. So you've been doing music since you were, you know, young. You know what I mean? Your brother was into a basis of family thing.
Yep.
And I know that you had mentioned, you know, that there was a time where you know, felt like giving up on music.
Yes. A lot of stuff, like, we lost a lot of friends, you know what I'm saying, through the gun violence. We lost family members. And then get frustrated just getting people to hear your shit, like, in the city. Like, politics, man, it's like, politics, man. It was just so crazy. Then I was doing a lot of open mics. And then they would just used to get over. As I started to grow, like, man, shit ain't doing nothing. Like, the open mics just be people that rap, you know what I'm saying?
It's 100 rappers.
Yeah, 100 rappers. Like, what the fuck is I'm doing? I'm trying to build.
Right.
So I'm like, man, forget this. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget this. You know what I mean? But 2 producers. First, my dog Gus. Gus came across me on Facebook in 2010. I was about to quit. That's around the time I had quite a gun case in 2010, and I got shot the same years.
Right.
So I was just about to say fuck everything. But Gus came across. He was like, man, you gonna get this up? Like, you beat your gun case, you survived, so you just gonna give this up? You know what I'm saying? And he came with the soulful sounds. That's another thing. It was so hard to find people for my style. And then he just came with them beats. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, to this day, we still.
Exactly what I want to
Yeah,
do.
Right.
to this day, we still, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I told him, like, you with me whenever I go. And same for Moteezy. Moteezy came with them beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Tease, that's my baby. But them 2 kept me going, for sure. Like, them 2 kept me going. Like, we built the relationship, like, with our circle. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like, keep your circle of producers, keep your circle, your camera guy, and just grow.
Right.
That's it, just grow. Like,
Right.
So that's what I got, man.
And then Gus, I think I seen on your Instagram that he is a part of like your new project that you coming out with, right? Too.
Yep. I dropped the EP called the Blue Tape. The Blue Tape 2. I dropped that in March 31st. I did that because I'm a Nip fan. I'm gonna drop this on the 31st. Nip got shot on the 31st, I believe. So I dropped that on the 31st. And then I've been in some type of zone. So in June 9th, I dropped another mixtape called Soul Trap, produced by my dog B-Nut. He from London. He do soulful tracks too. So me and Gus got another EP dropping in August.
Okay.
You know, it's called Throne for a King. It's all samples. So I'm like, I'm gonna go. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna go.
Pressure.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
And I dropped like 5 videos back to back.
Pressure.
And they doing numbers too. So yeah, I've just been on go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to turn the switch off at all right now. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about, you know, because a lot of artists right now are doing like samples like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel, you know, about that? Like, do you feel like they doing them right or anything like that?
I mean, everybody got their different taste of it, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, like, it's a way. To me, it's a sample, and it's up to the producer though. Like, I know we all seen what Soulja Boy had to say, the Hitman. See, you can sample a hit song, and I mean, of course, people gonna like it because they like the original one.
Facts.
Or it's somebody who can hear a part in the song, and they say, "Hold on, let me go and take that." So, like, I think it's 2 different styles of sampling.
I get what you're saying.
So, like, some people might just hear like a chord on the Isaac Hayes song. You don't even, you don't know. Like, some samples you don't even know. You can just tell that it's old.
Yeah.
Or some, like, okay, man, we know, that was a fucking hit record back in 2001.
Yeah,
we get it.
I get it.
So, like I said, I mean, and don't get me wrong, if you can make a good song out of it, though, I think that's kind of cheating. Like, let me just take the top 40 from 2000 and pick songs and just add a little bit of.
I was gonna say, like, do y'all think it's like songs that shouldn't be, you know what I mean?
Like,
I always feel like that. So,
yeah, I feel like that.
I'm
It's like a way, like, say soulful. I feel like that's always gonna be here. You can do your thing with that. You can create something. But as far as, like you said, take a song from the top, like, to the 2000s, just like, what's her name? Sweetie. She did the Petey Pablo joint.
Right.
It's like you just redid all. You just put your vocals on it. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, of course, we like the song.
Yeah.
The first time.
No, you're like, damn.
Go platinum.
She just like,
went platinum.
Basically, they just took the whole. I think they switched on there. Honestly.
Right. You thinking like she just being featured on the song.
It's an homage. I mean, because it's a mixtape feel though, but I really don't think the producer should be patting his chest and saying like,
I did this beat.
This my beat.
You know, so crazy they getting, man. You right. I ain't never thought about that shit. Yeah, damn. But I'm trying, like, as far as me, like, Kanye first album. I love that album. That's that whole style. I love that style. So I studied that. I studied that album. I studied Reasonable Doubt. I studied The Blueprint. I studied Illmatic. It was written like that's my vibe. I just take that and put it into this era. So I just put it like in the mixture. You know what I'm saying?
Detroit's perspective.
Yeah, yeah. So. Yeah, man.
I'm about to say, I think you're doing a good job at that because you know, like, you sticking to your sound and you're creating a lane. I mean, you got your fans that's sticking with you and everything like that. So I think you're doing a good job with it.
Yeah, shout out to my fans too. Like I got this one fan. She from London. Her name Riri. You might say. If you go on my page, she download everything, everything. Like it's crazy. Like it's possible. Shoot. Yeah. If I could, I'd go overseas and get all my money. Like for real. Like that's what a bag at for real.
Yeah. So, one thing about you too, I seen is that I mean you really you try and I guess notice all your fans. I guess I want to say like nobody is too small for you to be like okay that's my fan type thing.
That's the thing. Not to cut you off, but you gotta make them feel appreciated. Like what I learned, like make your fans feel like, you know, how can I put this? Like with music, you know, make them feel like they can relate to it. You know what I mean? Like that's why I do the storytelling or I had a song called Rent Due. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do a lot of shit because my rent was due. You know what I'm saying? They could relate to that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to kick it with your people. They go love you. They're like, dang, he cool. Let me go download this other album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You can't be. Stay humble. Like, man, we came from nothing, man. We used to survive off Cheetos and pop, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta stay humble, man. Stay humble. You feel me?
And dollar Coney.
Yeah. You hear me? Feel me? Like straight up. You know?
So you know, with you know, releasing 2 EPs, one in March, one in June. You about to release another one in August. Yep. So it seems like you're releasing them like every 3 months. Like, is there a reason why you're doing that instead of just releasing a full album? Yeah, I got a situation. This gonna be my first time. I posted. I got a situation with Ethica coming up.
Okay.
Ethica music. Yeah. Shout out to my brother Tone for giving me that alley hoop. Yeah, so we about to close that.
Okay.
But even when I get signed with that, I'm still going crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't see how people get signed and get comfortable. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go crazy. They print this shit every day. I'm about to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's too much out here. I want people to hear me. You know what I'm saying? That's I want you to hear me. Once you get attached, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Right.
For real.
So tell us a little bit about the next EP. So, how did you come about it? What are we looking forward to when it comes out and stuff like that?
This one, Gus, though, I told you he kept me going. I always told Gus, like, man, once I get a position, once I grow, we're gonna do an EP together. This was back in like 2012. You know what I'm saying? Then the time came. I was like, you ready? You know what I'm saying? So it's called Throne for a King. That's the name of it. I did that whole EP in one day. I did 2 EPs in one day. I did that.
One of them that you already put out?
Yeah, I did Soul Track that's out, and I did Throne for a King. I did both in one day. Yeah, Throne for a King is basically it's give you that blueprint feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? I email it to y'all. I got y'all. I email. Yeah, it give that feel just like that. It's that feel. Once y'all listen to it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Music.
Yeah, it's that feel.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the title of it, Throne for a King.
It's that sound. It's that
royal.
Yeah.
Sound the horn.
What me and Tom call that stadium music. That's why. That's why I like. Oh, another person who Ross, like his selection of beats.
Yeah.
That's like my selection. Like I love Ross selection of beats. So yeah. So that's another person. Yeah. Yeah.
So you also, you know, you not only do music, you not only got the restaurant, but you also have a clothing line, which I see you got on too.
Yeah, clothing line, TL96 clothing. Yep.
Good quality.
Hey yo, listen, that's French terry cloth material.
That's good quality.
You see it's stitched in, and on the back everything's stitched in. Good quality, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll go check that out.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, my Uncle Tony, which is my mom's brother, he got married to my Auntie Lisa. You know, Auntie Lisa's like 23, my Tony like 28. Anyway, he's like 27, my bad. They both got murdered in '96 in his car on their way to Dublin, Georgia. That's when my other family at Dublin, Georgia. They both got murdered, and then like they spoiled me to death. Like my mama, like, no, you can't get this. I'm in elementary, you can't get this. So every time I wake up, I look on the dresser. I see a pair of Grand Heels on the dresser. I see that Bone Bone Thugs Hardy album, East 99 album on the dresser. You know what I'm saying? Like Uncle Tony used to spoil the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So, and they both got killed. You know, to this day we don't know. But I took the first initials, the T and the L, in the year they passed, TL96. So I know they smiling down, so I'm just representing.
Right.
You know, making the family.
Right. I'm about to say, Hoffa, you say you got your, you got your hands a little bit everything.
I see
it.
Yeah, and I got my stuff in like, crypto, all that shit. So yeah.
You said crypto. Which crypto you doing, man?
Man, some of everything. I'll let you know too.
No, I was about to say like we recently got into it too, whatever like that. So yeah, we gonna pick your brain.
Yeah, it's so crazy because Nick was talking about this way before. That's why I go back to Uggy like, damn, that's what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of money out here. It's a lot of money out here, for real.
Well, I think they said, $248 billion circulate
Yep.
today?
Yep.
You got to attach your name to it.
That's it.
Yeah. I got something to say something about that, but we're going to cut to a break, and when we get back, we're going to get a little bit into a more of Hoffa, and then we'll talk about our trending topics for the week. All right, so let's get into the topics of the week. So, first topic is the Sha'Carri Richardson situation, and let me recap that. So, she won the 100-meter dash in order to get into the 2021 Olympics, Tokyo this year. But she recently tested positive for THC, which is in marijuana, right? And so they disqualify her from the Olympics, and they also got rid of her record that she broke. You know what I mean?
See, like they backdated the suspension, which is something rare. Like I mean, it's not rare, but like they backdated it, which erases her time for the 100.
Yeah.
But what they're saying is, in updates, they're saying she can still race in the 400 relay,
which is in the Olympics.
That's in the Olympics. So once her suspension is up, that event will still be going, and she can race in there. And then I believe they said it was because it was a masking agent, like clean flush, ready clean. I heard that's what covers up the PP on the drug test or whatever. But it's like I said, it's kind of fucked up and sad because I've been really sad about this because like. We was rooting for that black girl.
Facts.
Not saying that it hasn't been black women in the Olympics, but not like that black girl. Tattoo, long hair, what's the name?
Got the nails, all that.
And this was gonna be the time, like shout out to all the other Olympians, but you can tell that they were groomed to be Olympians, and they clean cut, they don't say much, they smile and all that stuff. Though no, we talking about somebody that looked like
us, like from that way,
like look like us from that way. You feel me? So, like I said, it's sad. I don't want to it's a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, she's stupid. She should have knew she would." Listen, and speaking from experience, somebody who lost their mother, and they were like, "Well, why she smoking weed?" I say, "Listen, bro. If you haven't lost your mother, you don't understand. You gonna do whatever it takes to get back to normalcy. So you might lean, like I said, you see people lean into drugs, hard drugs, drinking or something like that, though. But it's not because they just, oh, woe is me. They want to get back to normalcy. They want to get, okay, I got to get back on track. So fuck it, let me smoke some weed, calm my nerves down, take my mind off it for a second. So I just, like I said, it's just very unfortunate because that little black girl, and then I know they're going to say, see, with the little ghetto people, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Because they know in real life, she wasn't losing when she got to the Olympics. She was going to win the gold. They can look at the scores and their qualifying scores and all that stuff.
And it's not like the weed did anything to enhance her whatsoever.
Weed ain't never made nobody fast.
Nah.
Weed didn't make you slow.
Weed ain't made nobody fast in history. The fuck you mean? Like I said, fast to the refrigerator, fast to turn light.
Right.
That's it.
Oh, it's
like I said, that's not no enhancement, but like I said, they say it's a masking agent thing.
They make it seem like it was steroids or something.
Right.
It's like I said, don't get me to line. It's a team. I think they want to say the Russian team, something like that. They get disqualified every year. They let them compete, but they disqualify because they know they're on steroids.
Right.
Every year they like, well, you know what? We're going to test this piss, and this piss is not going to be right, but we just still going to let y'all,
Right, I'll get on TV and do that, But, I mean, she did get on TV, and she did accept it. And she took accountability for it, apologized for it because she said she knew the rules. It was her decision, to do it, which is unfortunate. I think that, they have those rules there. They were there. and so she got disqualified for it. But personally, I think the rule is dumb because it doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't affect anything.
But see, at the same time though, now if she laced the weed with
something else,
right?
With some steroids,
with some steroids,
like that.
So y'all didn't find that. Y'all found the chronic.
The chronic.
But Nike stuck with her.
Nike
stuck with her.
Come on, man, Nike. And she gonna
because
they know.
You better stick with her. Sure, we be all up on this, man.
Right.
Nah.
But no, Nike, they really good with that kind of stuff. And plus, they know what side the bread butter on. She's finna come back in the world championship and bust ass. Next time, the PP gonna be clean. So she's 21 years old. She don't be in the Olympics for the next 3-4 times busting ass.
She got a chip on her shoulder now.
Right. And I'm about to say, and the fact that what did Cardi B say? She the most talked about, athlete right about, now, and she's gonna continue to be that. So look.
It's good business, but like I said,
I think she gonna be good. It's unfortunate now.
Like I said, my feelings are hurt because don't get me wrong, we got Black Olympics, we got FloJo, we had all these other, but this little black girl was more. Them look like the little black girls I see. So like I said, I think people don't understand. Like that's a beacon. For somebody that looks like that, to see somebody like that, I can do anything. Like that's what we need, that little beacon of hope. And we need money, but we need a beacon of hope to see that this shit is possible. It's attainable.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a little girl who mama look like her, gonna look and say, shit, man, I'm gonna run track too. You know what I'm saying? Because people like us can run track and be successful.
Right.
So the comeback though is gonna be ridiculous.
Crazy.
And so another thing that happened in the news was the NCAA. They're now paying the athletes and everything like that, which I thought was kind of like cool.
Well overdue.
Yeah, I mean, cause they've been getting views, advertisements, just like the NBA and all of them other.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
This is like slavery has ended.
For real.
You talking about $1 billion corporation
right.
that refuse to allow people to benefit off of it, but they benefit off of it.
Right.
Master P son just got $2 million.
$2 million.
$2 million.
All these kids finna start getting paid.
They deserve it. For real.
Now, would you like to hear my thoughts on why?
Go ahead.
Okay. In the last, what was that, 3 years ago, Gatorade took over for the developmental league in basketball. Now, it was various agents and things like that. Like, well, they hated that they had to go to college for 1 year rule. They hated that because they like, well, what the fuck is this? They're not even a college student. They taking somebody's spot in college that really gonna be here for the 4 years. It's stupid. How about we do paid internships by the sneaker companies and let them play basketball for a year and all that? So the Gatorade said, no, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take over the league. Now, it's a detachment from the NBA, but it's a part of the NBA. So fresh out of high school, you can go there for 1 year, get paid. I think at first it was like $180,000, which is damn good. But in that year, they give you media training, they give you all that stuff. Well, if I'm NCAA basketball, shit, all I want is the top 10 players. What the fuck am I gonna go to school for? And I'm only gonna be there for a year. Let me go make this $180,000 real quick, and then I can shop a manager. I can do everything I need to do. NCAA basketball say, shit. Well, we can. You know what? Y'all can do NILs now. The name, image, and likeness. What it is like, it was athletes. I went to college with a guy who he threw a birthday party. He used to throw a birthday party every year though. He never had flyers. We wondered why. But I'm like, it was word of mouth. It was the biggest party on campus. All that shit though. The 1 year he did flyers and had his name on it, the NCAA got wind of it and said he can't profit off his likeness and image though.
Because they got him.
He couldn't even show up to the party.
Damn.
His own party. And it was his birthday party. Like, of course he made money off of it, but like it was like really just for the birthday party aspect of it.
Right.
So like shit like that, little shit like that.
Wow.
Now they can throw parties. Now like local car dealerships can pay them to be in commercials and stuff like that though. But I think it's a little too late. And then also another thing that was happening, like I say, college sports is being shifted and changed.
Yeah.
So much so. Like Deion Sanders coaching for HBCU.
Yep.
And now they're saying other old football veterans, they're going to the HBCUs too though.
Right.
Now what that does is, shit. I mean, I want to go to this Michigan, Oklahoma. I want to go to this big institution. I want to, you know what I'm saying, because they breed pros. But ain't no better pro to learn from than fucking Deion
Deion.
or
Prime
Bruce
time.
Smith. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm going to the league.
Yeah.
Right,
That's the thing. Like, if so you're a top tier athlete. All they need is about 2 or 3 of them, and they end up going to the league. It's over.
It's over for
It's
you're right.
over. So all these institutions, now we scrambling. We need a drawing point to get these top kids here because we still need the fucking billions of dollars we make.
Right.
So we gonna let them make, and it's not even
Make
like
a
they
little bit
putting
of
you
money.
on the money. They just saying, okay,
They giving you
make,
what they was already taking. You know,
and they still like you going out on Saturdays or whatever day you play. They're still gonna make a lot more money than you probably make. I mean, it's good that you can hire somebody to get you a bag or two or something like that. But at the same time, they still are gonna make billions of dollars. So like, yeah, it's cool. But like I said, they felt it like it's a shift and a change coming in sports or whatever.
Bill Cosby. So y'all know he was released from prison this last week.
Bill.
He did a little bit over 2 years for what he did. Which how y'all feel about that?
What they're saying is they overturned because in the plea deal that it was a part of this plea deal that they couldn't use their testimony in criminal court. So basically, I paid you all this money. I wasn't supposed to go to jail. So that's what they said. Okay, well, it kind of fucked up. It took y'all 3 years to realize that, oh yeah, we ain't supposed to have this man locked up. But he's still Bill. I mean, I don't want people just to, he still did what he did. So it's up to where your moral compass is with that. But he still roofied and fucked them people.
Now I've seen some people saying, I forgot what rap artist it was, but it was like, yeah, Bill, I knew you ain't do it, blah 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 blah. But in the, like you were saying, the deal that he came across with the prosecutor was that if he told them what he did, that he wouldn't have to go to jail.
Right.
So he basically confessed to it.
Right.
I don't know if he confessed to it just because he thought he wasn't going to go to jail when he actually really didn't do it, or what. But he put that statement out there.
Before, and that's why I say you gotta watch the way you conduct yourself. Bill started being a judgmental fucker to everybody, and he hated so much of this and hated so much of that. And this was like back in the day. He started just doing it wasn't even comedy shows. He just talk shit. He'd come to an arena of people and just talk shit about how fucked up everybody is and how fucked up the world is, right? Now, while he was doing that, and we, sharing the audio, I had my best friend's father-in-law. Man, fuck Bill, old rapist. Bill is a what? He said, look it up. He got several different rape settlements and civil suits from back in the day. It just wasn't no coverage to it. It wasn't anything like that, though. So I looked it up. It was about $11 million and like 3 different settlements, though.
Social media.
This is before like the internet is big and you can look shit up that.
Right.
So it been in the back of my mind he was doing this. Now was he targeted because it's 40, 50 years ago? Yes, of course though. But it still doesn't take away from the fact
if he did it,
that he did the shit.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
It's just about your moral compass on rape. How you feel about it?
Right.
And I like now. Okay, now like I said, I always give 2 sides to the fence. Now, I'm not sure that he just. I'm finna flip. I just think this is what happens. I really think in the 70s they used to have parties and pills out and shit like that, whatever. And you might just come to a party to be getting high, got your bell bottoms on and you're doing your jerk and popping little pills and shit like that.
I seen that just from looking at movies and shit.
Now it's like, wait, hey, I didn't know that we was fucking or something like that. I think
extra stuff with it.
Hey, wait a minute, I woke up with a sore ass and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All on and Bill standing there, yeah. Well, you knew what you was getting. No, I came to get high, man. I didn't come for sex. So I think I'm gonna give Bill a little bit of the benefit of the doubt or something like that. It's some misunderstandings, but it don't help that he's worth all that money. So if it's some money to be made, please believe these people gonna make it.
Well, they say anyway, if a person is intoxicated, it's rape off rip.
That's why I only like.
But he served 2.5 years. I think the original sentencing was supposed to be 3 to 10, something like that. So he served basically the minimum.
I think he was going to get out 3 years anyway. That's why he went before the parole board and he said, He didn't do none of the rape class because he said, I'm not no rapist. He didn't do none of the shit in his guidelines. So that's what they said. They denied it because he said, I'm not going to these classes about rape. I'm not doing the sensitivity training. I'm not doing any of this shit because I'm not a rapist.
I wonder what Bill life was like in there though for the last two
Bill,
2 years.
Man, niggas in there. He had all the jello he wanted.
Or the pudding,
all the pudding top he wanted. Man, Bill's in that bitch like a king. He's a pudding king in that bitch. He had the whole block locked down.
All right, so last topic is Tyler, the Creator, new album that he came out with. And I know that you in particular were very interested in this album.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
And like I said, you just don't judge books by covers. Now, I'm not saying that when our Future first came out, Tyler first came out, it was a different sound. Like he was rapping, he was spitting, whatever, but it's like it was a different sound. And then the antics outshined the music to me. There was a lot of weird shit. They was really the black jackass guys though, like you know what I'm saying, Johnny Knoxville, but they was just like the black version. Then they branded out though, but I was like hearing, he always make pretty good music though. I just never dug into it though.
Yeah.
Now this album, I was just like, okay, let me dig into it. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I listened to it like 2 days, like when it came out.
It came out last Friday?
Yeah.
I listened to it 2 days ago. I was impressed, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was unique in how he did it. Like when we were listening to it, I mean, he had like songs that were, like 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. He had songs that were like 9.5, 8.5, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Songs that were just people just talking shit.
Yeah, I'm not to cut you off. Griselda, to go back to Griselda, he had, I think he posted like, shout out to Westside Gun for making me rap again.
Yeah, Conductor Williams, because what it is, I didn't know. That's why I was watching the Westside Gun interview. He said that they really like him and Tyler became real close.
Yeah.
So that the intro song, the Sir What's His Name, that's a beat that actually Westside Gun had on. I think don't come on now. I think it's Perfect Paris,
yeah.
But Conductor Williams did the beat though, so he just let him have a beat though. So he said man, that's the homie, you know what I'm saying? So he been working with them though. Then I've been seeing like he been posting clips of when he was making these beats in the studio itself though. Like, that's another thing. I didn't give him a lot of credit for his actual production. Like, he's actually hands on doing this shit though.
That's why you go back to some be like a minute, like Griselda songs like a minute, like 2 minutes. You might get, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like it though.
And you know who had a standout on there? Like I said, the standout people. It's a lot of good features though. It's like the track list is interesting enough to where anybody is gonna. I gotta listen to this because you got a Doug on here with Pharrell. You got Young Boy on here. You got, you know what I'm saying.
There's some names on there I didn't really recognize though too that he had.
Yeah, featured. Like these like aspiring people though. Like so that's what I'm saying. This is a very layered and thick project. Like this is a meal. And Young Boy showed up. Like, and I think he had like 8 bars on there, but that's, the little love song. And they like, what are you finna do, bite the microphone? You are ultra aggressive. He did his thing though. Like everybody, I think all the features, nobody disappointed. It's a lot. Like it's a longer project though. And I say with like him having a fan base, he won a Grammy already and stuff like that. He's an established artist. He don't have to go into the confines. Like I said, you gotta make the shit short and sweet, buddy. He don't have to do that because I got my fan base. I have all this shit. So like now I can just create what I feel like is art, or try to bring y'all something new.
I say, and that's where I think a lot of artists want to get to is something like that where you can just create. You ain't gotta worry about all that other stuff.
Let me make this radio shit. Let me make this what's name.
That TikTok thing you talking about, make that.
Make a Tootsie Slide.
Tootsie Slide, some shit.
All right, well that concludes the episode. Again, I appreciate you, for coming in and talking with us.
Appreciate y'all, for real.
We'll definitely sit down with you again. Y'all make sure y'all check out new clothing line dropping July 6th. July 6th. Check it out. Check it out. Got a a real impactful storyline behind it. You know what I mean? It's not just a clothing line. It's a representation of the people that you love. So
go get y'all a Tony Burger too.
Tony Burger.
And
What up, though burger? What up, though burger?
What up, though burger?
You can get a beef or turkey. You know what I mean?
Right. If you healthy, you get the turkey. You know what I mean? If you want a little grease.
Secret season wings, all that.
Secret season wings. I ain't gonna tell you none of the secrets. So.
In the Tony pan, you get the what up, though burger, the secret season wing, and some cheese fries, all in one pan. You good. And a Kool-Aid.
Right.
I ain't gonna tell you what's in it.
Nah, we can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it.
That's the only. Like I said, that's the only. I wanted to interview. That's the only. Right.
That's the only question.
I'm gonna get Tony over here. Try to get out of him. I'm gonna like. Try to get out of him. I can't say nothing right now.
That's above my head. I can't do nothing about that. And then also make sure to listen to his previous EPs, two that he dropped this year.
Yep.
And then also check out his upcoming one in August. So.
Yep. The Blue Tape 2 is out. Soul Trap is out. Throne for a King dropping August 3rd. Y'all gonna love them all. Yep.
All right. And then again, make sure to check out our other episodes, other interviews, and we'll see you guys next episode.